This is KRST, Krst Radio.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Arnie had gone to a pizza parlor with Debbie, his fiancée, and his sisters. They met Alan Bono there, a friend of theirs. They went back to the Bono's house, and Arnie disappeared for a few minutes. When he came back, he was somebody entirely different.
What? Now, when
he doesn't recognize or know anything about what happened from that point on.
Well, now, Tony, we're going to backtrack from time to time.
What I'd like to do, if I could interrupt for one moment. I know, Ed, that you and Lorraine both have brought slides tonight.
Yes.
Perhaps we should look at the first few slides just to get an idea of what this is all about.
Yes, that's a good idea.
So if we could, I'd like to bring up the first slide and we'll talk about it.
The first slide, of course, is at St. Joseph's Church,
okay,
in Brookfield, Connecticut.
All right.
This is where the first exorcism took place.
Okay.
And it's an exorcism that I'll never forget. The first one actually was in the convent, and that was not successful. It was that morning when David came under possession and would not get into the car. He ran away from his family. He had a knife. He actually tried to kill his mother and his grandmother. And this is not David. David was a very complacent child, very docile. When I walked in, he was laying on the bed in a fetus position. This priest was standing alongside of him. And I said to the priest, "Don't stand so close," because he had a bad habit of taking his fist and just hitting him. The priest backed up, and suddenly that boy rose up out of the bed very swiftly, landed on the floor, ran into a bathroom, and locked the door. He would not come out. Hysterical laughter came from the bathroom. Finally, we broke the door. We got him out of there. We brought him to the convent at St. Joseph's, where the exorcism was performed on September 9th, the birthday of the Blessed Mother.
Yes, September 8th.
And we felt that this would be successful. And he told us that what they called the beast, which was seen many times in the house and out in the grounds, was back at the house. I went back there, and I had taken holy water with me while the priest stayed in the convent. I then went through the house, and I used what we call religious provocation. I sprinkled the holy water, and there was a rocking chair there. This rocking chair suddenly started to move back violently, back and forth. There were loud pounding sounds in the house. And then what I could hear is growling down in the cellar. Now, these were some of the sounds that we heard the very first night that we went there with Dr. Gene Grasso. But it sounded like somebody on a 2x4 and was hitting the board underneath us, but nobody was there.
What's this second slide that we're going to see here, Ed?
All right, these are some of the headlines. Terrifying story behind the devil made you silicate. And that's Debbie Bloxel that you see there. She was the fiancé of Arnie, and that's Arnie Wheeler in the corner up there.
Okay.
And we can see the next one.
Okay, they're showing you as the investigator in the case. Now, what year did you say this was?
1980 that we became involved in the case, Tony. But, you know, one thing that we have to stress that's very important is that we knew it was inevitable that there was going to be a tragedy. We knew it. We even notified the police.
Because of the violence. And Lorraine did notify the police, Chief.
What did they have to say about it?
Well, there was nothing we could do in advance.
In other words, before the fact.
Before the fact, there was nothing they could do except watch and go to the calls whenever they would happen at the home. But all the priests knew it. It wasn't just myself. That was all of the priests who were well aware that it was inevitable there would be a tragedy. But never, ever did we think it would be Arnie Johnson.
Now, keep in mind that we had psychiatrists look at this boy. They told us, point blank, the boy was not mentally ill. The outward manifestations that we looked for in case of possession occurred in that house.
Jennings. Good father was found at the bottom of the steps leading to M Street with his head turned completely around, facing backwards.
Furniture moving around, pounding sounds, the hystericalness of the boy, the strength of the boy, speaking in other languages. It was just a stereotype possession case.
You speak Latin? Quod nomen mihi est? Bonjour. Quod nomen mihi est? That's from intimatant. How long are you planning to stay in Reagan? Until he rots and lies stinking in the earth.
This is KRST, Krst Radio. This is KRST, Krst Radio. This is KRST, Krst Radio.